All right, so today I'm going to be talking about designing a comprehensive training program for sports coaches. So, just to give a little introduction, the effectiveness of a sports coach is not just determined by their understanding of the game, but also by their ability to communicate, motivate, lead, and build strong teams. Therefore, a comprehensive training program aimed at improving coach performance should focus on these key areas. Assignment, I will develop a training program. So these four major topics we'll cover is effective communication, leadership skills, team building, and motivational techniques. Each topic will be developed with a focus on key concepts, a delivery format, and assessment tools to ensure that coaches can improve their performance through the program. So starting off with effective communication, just basically verbal and nonverbal communication, which is understanding how to convey messages clearly and effectively, as well as the importance of body language and communication. Next, we have active listening. So it's just techniques for listening attentively and to players and understanding their concerns. Then there's feedback delivery. So how to provide constructive feedback that motivates rather than discourages athletes. And lastly, we have communication in high stress situations. So managing communication during intense moments such as close games or conflict resolutions. So a couple resources that you can find or utilize effective communication is videos on communication styles and active listening techniques. Another one is articles about the impact of communication on team dynamics and performance. And lastly, we have a guest speaker from a sports psychology background to discuss communication roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick. Just real quick.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah, just real quick. Then we have format, which could be used in-person session, such as a 2 hour workshop with interactive activities where coaches practice active listening and giving feedback in small groups. Then we have an online session, which could be a 1 hour webinar focusing on nonverbal communication in sports. Moving on, we have leadership skills. So it's just we're just gonna talk about leaders. First thing we're gonna talk about is leadership styles. So understanding different leadership approaches such as transformational, actional, servant leadership. Also, how to apply them effectively. Then we have decision making, so teaching coaches how to make quick, informed decisions during games and practices. Then we have building trust and respect, techniques for earning and maintaining the respect of players, as well as conflict management, which is strategies for handling disputes among team members or between players and coaches. So a couple of resources that you can find leadership skills in is articles about different leadership styles and their impact on team dynamics. You can even look at videos from well-known coaches such as John Wooden uh, and Phil Jackson, both legendary coaches in their own right. Phil Jackson being a coach for the Chicago Bulls as well as the Los Angeles Lakers. Uh, both of these coaches exemplify explaining their leadership approaches with their teams and players. And you can even look at case studies of leadership challenges in sports. So, formats you could see leadership skills in is like a three in-person sessions, each lasting 90 minutes, focusing on different leadership styles, decision making, and conflict management. And then we have interactive group discussions where coaches reflect on their leadership style and discuss challenges they face. Next, we have team building, so creating team chemistry, developing mutual respect and understanding among players, both on and off the field. Then we have building team cohesion, so activities and strategies that promote a sense of unity and purpose within definition and accountability, so ensuring players understand their roles and are held accountable for their contributions. And lastly, we have trust building exercises, so using specific drills to create trust among team members. Some resources include articles and research on the impact of team cohesion on performance, videos demonstrating team building exercises used by professional sports teams, and even interactive team building activities, which could be both on and off the field exercises. So you could showcase these in an in-person retreat or workshop, such as a full day session, which is 8 hours long, where coaches participate in team building exercises, followed by a debriefing session to discuss the impact of each exercise, a follow-up online discussion forum for coaches to share team building strategies and challenges. And then we have motivational techniques. So just such as intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, understanding the difference and knowing how to motivate athletes effectively. Then you have setting and achieving goals. So teaching athletes how to set realistic, measurable, and goals and stay motivated to achieve them. Then you have positive reinforcement. So using praise and rewards to motivate players. And then overcoming setbacks, helping players maintain motivation in the face of adversity, which could be losing streaks or even personal struggles. You can find these in articles of motivation theories, such as self-determination theory or goal setting theory. Guest speaker analysis, so sports psychologists or professional athletes discussing real life motivational techniques. And then you have motivational videos from well-known athletes and coaches. And you could see these in in-person sessions again, which could be like 2 hour workshops with practical exercises on setting team goals and using positive reinforcement. Or if you prefer online sessions, you could do a 1 hour webinar focusing on intrinsic motivation, overcoming setbacks. So when we talk about delivery format, you could do in-person delivery, which is the training program that will feature a combination of workshops, retreats, and live demonstrations, especially for the leadership and team building topics. These face-to-face interactions will allow for hands-on exercises, group discussions, as well as immediate feedback from facilitators. You could even do online delivery. So some sessions, such as those on effective communication and motivational techniques, can be delivered via webinars and online resources. Coaches will have access to recorded materials, reading assignments, and discussion forums as well. Then you have duration. So the entire program will span 6 weeks with 1 or 2 sessions per week. Each session will last between 1 to 2 hours with breaks for reflection and group activities. When it comes to assessment tools, you can do pre and post surveys. Coaches will complete surveys at the start and end of the training program to assess their confidence in communication, leadership, team building, and motivation. Then you have self-assessment. So coaches will be asked to reflect on their leadership styles and communication practices before and after the program to see if there's any progress or regress. Then you have peer evaluation. So coaches will provide feedback on each other's performance in role-playing activities, which could be giving feedback or managing conflicts. And then you have practical applications. So coaches will implement learned techniques in their own teams and then submit a report detailing the effectiveness of these techniques. So just a little schedule of how the program would work, which is each session covering 1 week each, the times, which could be anywhere from 90 minutes to, we'll say, 8 hours a day, 7 or 8 hours a day, as well as the topic area that will be focused, as well as the format. Now, these formats may not be the only format. They could be multiple, such as in person and online, but these are just maybe some of the more preferred options. Just a little reflection. So challenges faced. One of them was balancing the theoretical and practical aspects of coaching. Some coaches may prefer practical exercises over theoretical knowledge, so creating a mix of the two was essential. Another one was ensuring the program is accessible to coaches with varying levels of experience and expertise. So some coaches may be more experienced than others or may think differently than others. So it's very important to kind of speak to everyone's needs or wants as a coach. And then lessons learned. Coaches need to need continuous support and practical tools to implement what they learn. The more interactive and hands-on the training, the better. And clear actionable outcomes such as improving communication or leadership skills are vital for coaches to measure their success. So by focusing on key areas like communication, leadership, team building, and motivation, This program will help coaches improve their performance and ultimately enhance the success of their teams. And just a couple references. Thank you.